Hi, welcome to the channel. Today is the second day of the 8th chapter, that is launch. Let's start. Disaster and recovery. Horde of new customers addition. Like the problem of having too much money, having too many customers is usually a good problem to have, but it can still be a tough scramble if the customers all arrive at once and a key supplier isn't ready. Here's what David Weichendonk, the founder of a party planning business in Chicago, learned when he received 2,000 more customers than expected for a promotion. In June 2010, our company participated in a Groupon. We did some research and it appeared this could be a good avenue our company to get some exposure for a new concept we wanted to launch in Chicago. After some discussion with the Groupon guys, we agreed it would be match made in heaven. Our last remaining task was to find a venue that could support the deal. After some initial opportunities fell through, we found a new restaurant that agreed to work with us. The day the deal went live, we had no idea what was about to happen. Our group on rep estimated we would sell about 1000 to 1500 units, but 3300 units later, that day ended. We thought we had systems in place to deal with growth, but unfortunately, we became overwhelmed. The phone was off the hook and emails poured in, which we fielded to the best of our ability. Most of the customers were fairly understanding as we were a small business, but not everyone was nice about it. We found out after the deal had launched that the restaurant was in the middle of rebranding to a sports bar, which is not the ideal situation for a dinner theater. The clientele changed, the atmosphere was evolving, and the owner of the business did his best to accommodate us. Unfortunately, your best isn't always good enough, and our new customers let us know it. We worked tirelessly with their team to get them up to speed on how to handle large groups and even provided our own on-site hostess and manager for the majority of the shows with the hopes of improving the experience. Due to things out of our control, the quality didn't meet expectations. At first, service became sloppy and the overall experience was diluted. The first few shows were challenging, but over time the experience got better. 47 shows later, we finally wrapped things up. Our company had done its research and what we thought was adequate due diligence for the deal, but our efforts fell short. We should have been more proactive and done a better job communicating expectations to our customers. Thankfully, our team made it through the experience and can live to tell the story and can live to tell the story. The question people ask me all the time is, would you do another group on? The honest answer is that I would, along with the challenges the group on presented. It provided exposure that traditional marketing never would have achieved. It's not all about the sales. The goal of a good launch is not just to convert as many prospects as possible, it's also to preserve your relationship with other prospects and increase your influence. The reason this is important is because you don't want to hammer people too hard. It's better to build relationships over time. Some people will always complain whenever you sell anything at any price. There's nothing you can do about their attitude, so just accept it and don't cater to those people. But you do want to pay attention to your broader base. What are they saying about you? How do they perceive the value of your offer and the style of your messaging? A good launch should increase sales and influence at the same time. If you are getting positive feedback from people who don't buy your product but want to support you in other ways, you are on the right track. London airport launch. Alvin asked to Brazil. After finishing a university course, Andres Cambanis struggled for 6 months, not wanting to get a real job and trying to build something for himself. The goal was to develop an iPhone app and online guide to London cycling routes, but the initial setbacks were significant. Among other things, Andres used the name London Cyclist before realizing that there already was publication with that name, triggering an angry letter and the threat of a lawsuit. Meanwhile, all of his friends had gone on to work for companies, so they had money to go out at night while Andres stayed home. Andres struck it out, planning for his first launch with a partner right before leaving on a personal trip to Brazil. A few weeks before departure, the partner dropped out. Andres cut back on the expected deliveries, deliverables, but decided to keep going with both the launch and the trip. The big day came and he launched the app from the Heathrow airport departure. Launch literally 30 minutes before boarding the flight, setting into economy class for the 11-hour flight. He had plenty of time to think about his new business, but in the days before in the flight, internet was common. There wasn't anything he could do about it, as he explained later. Going offline right after releasing the app probably wasn't the best decision, but without much of an audience, he didn't expect any real results to appear right away. After finally touching down in So Paulo, So Paulo, Andres couldn't resist activating the roaming feature of his iPhone for a quick check. Bleary eyed and sitting in a cramped window seat, he pulled up the numbers and couldn't believe what he saw. A pile of orders was flooding in, just as Carol and Adam had experienced earlier. It wasn't a fortune, but in the time he had been flying across the Atlantic, the launch had paid for his plane ticket and the first week of lodging. Andres continued on to a connect flight to Rio, abandoning all hope of not using the roaming option on his phone, and kept watching the sales come through. I prefer to spend my lunches at home with 16 ounces of coffee in hand, dealing with the inevitable technical glitch while communicating with partners and buyers. But in this case, having the first deadline of the upcoming flight and then getting on the plane in Heathrow, ready or not, served as a powerful motivation for Andres. It's hard to put into words why physical deadline was such an important part of getting the project done, he told me. I think it was so motivational because it seemed impossible to achieve and it made me kill everything that didn't add to the project being finished. A good launch strategy can help almost any business, online or offline. Let's take a look uh, at how an independent publishing company used the same tactics that worked for Carol and Adam, but for a launch that was completely offline and local. Anastasia, Anastasia Valentine publishes children's book and used to work with big companies who had gig- gigantic marketing budgets. Naturally, she didn't have access to the same kind of resources for her own lunch, but she knew enough to create anticipation over time for a specific event. The first part was to start with the task, with the ask to ask everyone she knew for help. We weren't sure how to filter our requests. Anastasia said, so instead of filtering, we just asked everyone for everything. We asked for newspaper coverage, TV appearances, endorsement, donations for a big party, and anything else we could think of. The request paid off when she got a positive response to almost everything. When the big day arrived, the line went out the door, and Ansateza had made sure to create a good experience for the attendees. Since adults who buy children's books usually arrive with kids in tow, she added coloring spaces and a homemade pin the tooth on the crocodile contest. Even though the launch was for an offline event, web traffic increased by 267% and the mailing list doubled. Learning to ask was also instructive. People we didn't think would have the slightest interest showed up with friends, she said. Meanwhile, people who we thought were totally interested never even responded. The lesson was that you shouldn't assume someone isn't interested or won't attend or won't buy. If you are just getting started with your own launch planning, check out the 39-step product launch checklist below. This checklist has two uses as a template for a new business planning, its first launch, and as an idea generator for an existing business. Thank you. If you are new on the channel, subscribe the channel and press bell icon so that you will get notification about new video upload. Don't forget to like and share.